Okay guys, so welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome, and if you're not new, then welcome back. So today I'm going to be talking about 5 people that you need to cut off. Okay, so the first person you need to get rid of is anyone that you're in a toxic relationship with. Now, toxic, it means poisonous. It means just not healthy for you in any means. So if you're in a toxic relationship, if you have exes that are like still popping up in your life, but they're like just super toxic, like you guys are always kind of putting each other down, always arguing or fighting, you guys never really benefit from the interaction or the encounter, then you know what is the point to have them in your life still? Like you're not benefiting. Every time you hang out with that person, or every time you talk to that person, it's negativity, or like this, it's just always something, then they're not meant to be in your life. Like, so just, you know, push them over there. Or if you have like a friends with benefit relationship, like if you're not benefiting from it, I mean, if you guys have an agreement and you know it's fine, then it's fine. If you have a friends with benefits relationship and you guys, you know, always hang out, but you're left wanting more, but like, you know, since you have that relationship with each other, you know, that's all you guys are really doing, that's all you agree to, but you want more, let that go. Like, you may feel like, oh, I'm just fine with this. Eventually, you know, we're gonna take it to the next level. Eventually, you know, he's gonna start liking me, but, or not liking you, because obviously he likes you, but obviously he's gonna start liking me more. Eventually he's gonna take me out. We're gonna, you know, upgrade from this level. No, like, if it hasn't happened by now, he's not just gonna pop out the woodworks and do it. I mean, you can have that conversation and see where the actions lie, and if the actions don't match up with the words, then cut that relationship off. The next relationship that you need to cut off is on and off relationship. This goes for relationships, like actual relationships, and this also goes for friendships too. If you have an on and off relationship with someone, like you guys are good for a little bit, but then like you guys get into an argument and now you're not talking anymore, and then, you know, they creep back into your life and you guys are good, okay, and then something happens and now you're not talking no more. Now, if it's a constant on and off, then that's a sign that that's just not meant to be, and that causes stress, and just like, it just causes, it's too much. Like, that's too much on and off. So if there's an on and off relationship, or an on and off friendship, or like there's moments where you guys are really good friends, you guys are doing well, but then there's moments when you just like don't want to talk to each other, got into it, she said something, da da da, like, just cut it off. Like, if you're a friend, then you should always have, you know, your friend's best interest at heart. And we're actually gonna get to, actually that leads right into my third person to cut off. My third person that you should cut off is fake friends. So cut off that fake friend. Like, I feel like with friends, like, you know, when you meet someone and you guys really vibe, and you connect with, and I'm talking about friends, I'm not talking about relationships, but when you really, you know, connect and vibe with another person, you want to be friends with that person. But like, if you sense any bit of fakeness, cut them off. Like, if you feel like they don't support you, they don't care about you, they don't hit you up to ask you what's going on in your life, they don't, you know, it's just the little things that people do or say to let you know that they're not a real friend, and they might be hating on you, they might be jealous, or I don't really know what the case may be, but like, it's more of an intuition thing. So like, if you know that's your friend, or if you know, like, if you know your friend is fake and like someone else told you they were talking about you, or, you know, definitely cut them off. Like, you know, if you know, like, you have evidence, like you have a witness that your friend is being fake, cut them off. But like, if you also just, you know, get vibes from that certain friend that like never congratulates you on anything, never hits you up to see how you're doing, never, you know, doesn't call you from time to time to say hello, or like you know, cut them off. Like, what's the point to even continue like the friendship? Like, you know, don't even worry about them. Like, that's the thing. Like, don't worry about them. Just cut them off. Keep moving on with your life. You know, some people are only meant to be in your life for a season, and once that season is over, their time has expired. Don't try to hold on. Cut it off. It's time to go. You were in my life for that period. That period's over, and you know, our relationship or friendship does not benefit each other anymore. Just cut them off and don't worry about it. Keep moving with your life, and what's meant to be will be. The fourth person to cut off is toxic family members. So for the most part, I mean, I don't really have any toxic family members, but I know a lot of people do. And like a lot of people's toxic family members are like their mom. Like, you know, when you think of toxic family members, it's people who directly have a impact on you, or someone that you deeply care about, like your mom, your father, or like your grandma. If they're being toxic, I mean, depending on the dynamics of your relationship, but like if you're able to, like, you know, survive on your own, you take care of yourself, and like your parents, your mom or your dad is not supporting you, they bring all types of negativity into your life, they don't listen to you, they don't ask you how you're doing, they don't try to help you out here and there, like your parents, like, and this can be a whole nother video, but like I strongly believe that like parents are supposed to like support their children mentally, mentally, emotionally, and financially. Like if your child, I don't care how old they are, if your child is struggling, and you can give them money and help them get back on their feet until give them money to help them get back on their feet until they're, you know, on their own. But like, don't just throw your child to the wolves and like now they're struggling, and you know, when you can help them financially. Like, no, help them. Like, how else are they gonna move up in life? But that's my personal opinion. That could be another video. But anywho, toxic family members, cut them off. If your sister or brother is always hating on you, like, yes, you have that sister and brother title, but if you're not actually living up to that title as a sister or a brother or a mother or a father or a grandmother, why do you deserve to be in my life? If you're not benefiting me, and I'm not saying that in a selfish way, like you have to be benefiting me, but like, if your presence in my life is not adding any value to my life in any way, like no moral support, no emotional support, you know, same thing, like they don't call to check on you, you're not gonna hear from them if you don't call them, type of thing, then it's just like, cut them off. Like, they don't care about you, like they don't care about your well-being. And I know that's a really hard topic to kind of talk about and think about, but if they're not adding value in your life, keep it moving. Have a conversation with them, let them know how you feel, and then see what their actions are. And if their actions switch up, cut them off. The fifth person that you need to cut off is one-sided relationships. Anyone that you have a one-sided relationship with, where you always have to hit them up, you always have to call them, you always have to text them. If you don't call or text them, then you're never going to talk to them, you're never going to hang out with them, you're never going to see them. Cut those people off, because they're not thinking about you. You're the least of their worries. Like, and you shouldn't have to always be the one to hit someone up. Like a one-sided relationship, or even if, like, let's say it's a significant other, and let's say that not a significant other, but let's say it's, you know, someone that you're dating, or not dating, but maybe it's someone that you like, and you're always the one putting in more work. You're always the one setting up times to hang out. You're always the one calling them to see what they're doing or see how they're doing in life. Like, if you're always the one hitting them up first, trying to hang out with them, trying to coordinate stuff, like, cut them off. It should be a balance. It should be a back and forth. Oh, I hit you up to see how you're doing, and then now you're hitting me up to see how I'm doing. Oh, I plan to go hang out here. Okay, now you're planning the next place we're gonna hang out. Like, it should be a mutual, you know, it should be a mutual amount of effort. It should be a balance. And if there's not a balance, and if you're always the one who has to hit up the other person to hang out, then cut them off, because they don't really care about you. And why are you overexerting yourself and your energy and pouring into somebody else's cup when you could be pouring into your own cup? Like, I'm a huge fan of that. Like, fill your own cup up first. And with that being said, that's all I have for you guys. So those are the 5 people that you need to cut off. Like, cut them off, sweetie. I'm the queen of cutoff, and you know, sometimes I'm just like, well, I feel bad, but like, if that person's not adding value in your life, then, like, you know, to me, it's just like there needs to be some type of value. Like, and it doesn't you don't always have to be giving me something. It could just be moral, emotional support. But if you can't even do that, I don't know. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and just let me know how you felt about the video. Thanks.